first 10 minutes here, you literally saw when Onana had the ball,
bro.
Nunes and Salah were on the edge of the box, ready to wrap it.
They were panicking. It's just our decision making in the final third was horrible today, and it's been a common theme with low blocks for the last few games now, where we've needed wonder strikes to win us games. We've just come back from the Liverpool United game.
What a stealth fest that was, bro.
0-0 at Anfield. Boring compared to last year when we put 7 past them.
Yeah.
Didn't manage to score a goal today.
Yeah.
Now, I'm very disappointed with the result. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we would pack them the same way we did last time, because that's a wonder result.
I thought it was going to be 5-0, bro.
I've been saying all day when we were leading up to watching it that I didn't think it was going to be a battering like last time, because I knew, we spoke about this, when United play this season, they're just soaking up pressure the whole game. And Liverpool against low blocks, we cannot manage it to save our lives. Ever since we've been on the clock, realistically, we can't break down low blocks, but today was like terrible.
I don't think Ten Hag was going to be able to do it, you know.
Well, but I don't think it was Man United were good, or they were structurally.
No, it was.
No, I honestly feel like Liverpool just lacked the.
I think it was because of Manu, you know.
No, but like you say this, but there was times where we saw it. The players, they didn't see the passes that they should have seen.
Yeah.
The decision making was what cost them today. There was a lot of times where they should have passed it. Like we were saying this before. For some reason, they were peppering shots when there was no need to be peppering shots outside the box.
Yeah.
Cool. No, it's not the best. In terms of saving shots, I understand. But there comes a time where the amount of time when Joe Gomez came on and he was making them overlapping runs. Bro, the amount of times that Gakpo, Salah, they should have let him in just to see what it would have done and stretch them out a bit wider.
It really just felt like we lacked ideas today. It felt like the instruction from the manager was just take shots. Bro, we had 36 shots today. 36 shots.
I felt like you was forcing the play.
Yeah,
I think you should have started what's his name, Harvey Elliott instead.
Agreed. I was saying it throughout the whole game today.
The connection between the midfield and the attack was just
the reason why I don't agree is because who do you take Harvey Elliott out? Who do you take someone out?
Honestly,
don't say Sloboside.
I'm going to say Sloboside.
The reason
you play Sloboside and you play McAllister instead of Gravenberch.
McAllister's injured.
Oh, he was injured.
The reason why you can't say Sloboside is because no one knew that he was going to have a stinker that he did.
Of course.
So Sloboside was in the team sheet. Endo was a very good decision to put in because I honestly think
he had a good game today.
For the transitions, innit?
And the ability from Gravenberch to bring the ball from deep the front,
he did well.
It made sense. So on a paper, the front three made sense.
Course,
for me. Logistically, it just didn't make sense.
For me, it was Trent, to be honest, you know. And you saw towards the end, he actually played Trent like straight in the midfield.
Yeah, of course.
But he's been doing that with Joe Gomez and bringing Joe Gomez.
He's been doing it all season.
Yeah.
I think Trent had a good game. I think he put in a few good balls.
It was a good game, but I feel if you just played to your strengths, you would have got the one.
Of course,
you would have got a better chance.
And don't get me wrong, I know United had a couple very good chances. We'll get to it, but
they probably had the better chances than you guys in terms of actual goal scoring opportunities.
Yeah, it's just, but we've also had quite a few opportunities to score that game. We had 2 corners going from Trent where Van Dijk and Gakpo both had 3 headers to score. One was headed straight out of the one went over the bar.
In terms of actual shooting, the best chance I can think of is Konate when he did the half spin.
Yeah, that was crazy. He literally.
But like in terms of Man United, the Højlund chance, you got the Anthony chance, you got the.
They didn't have any other chances.
Garnacho chance.
The Garnacho chance is the Anthony chance they're thinking of. Anthony didn't have a chance.
Okay.
And then McTominay had a couple of long shots.
The chance I'm talking about for Anthony is when he done Trent and he should have put on a better ball.
Oh yeah, but that's. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. There was so many times where we should have put in a better.
No, but like he actually had the possibility because he had done the defender. There's a very few times where
space was freed up.
Like the thing is with Diaz is normally we see him sometimes attack the byline. I didn't see him attack the byline.
I can't lie to you. I want to speak on this really quick. I'm so fed up with Diaz. I'm so fed up.
Are you not fed up with Nunes, bro?
Yeah, I'll get to that too. I'm wearing the shirt, but bro, let me get to Diaz quick. Pre-injury, this guy was electric. He was by far, in my opinion, the best left winger in the league. Yeah. But post that injury that happened at Arsenal last season, he's not been the same, man. Every time I look at him, it's like 1 in every 20 times he goes against his fullback. He's beating his fullback. Today we saw Anthony locked him up. Not even a designated fullback to mark him. Anthony locked him up all game. And his decision making since he came has just been awful. Like there's times where you should just cross the ball, but he slows down play so much. We saw it with Martinelli earlier today as well, where he just slows down play. He just looks and he doesn't know where to go.
He ruined the momentum of that attack.
Him on a transition is just really annoying. Nunes, of course, also annoyed me today. I can't lie to you, as much as I picked him up a couple of weeks ago, it's getting a bit annoying now. Like as a fan base,
I think it's your whole front three.
Salah, we can give him bypasses. The guy has carried us through how much this season already.
Like, cool, you can give him bypasses, but like.
And even
it's not like any of your attacking field doing anything right.
No, but even at the end of the day, bro, Salah had a bad game. But even on a bad game, I saw 2 chances. The chance where he made for Nunes, but the first touch was good, then the second touch was awful, bro.
Salah's game wasn't as bad. I think it's to do with your approach play. Bro.
Yeah, because a couple shots Salah got off were decent shots as well.
No, they were decent shots, but like you didn't see what he normally does. You didn't see the Salah which they
got frustrated, bro.
Yeah,
they got frustrated.
Let's not get it twisted. United played exactly how they should have played.
Yeah.
No, they played the only way that they could have played.
They didn't go to Anfield going for a win. Let's put this straight forward. They went looking for a result, and that's what they got, and it's fair play to them. And they soaked up pressure. They had pretty much 10 men behind the ball.
It's their midfield
and the
way how they forced Liverpool to go out wide all the time.
You say that,
and it just went, but it went into your hands.
Yeah.
Because they know, because your best part, Liverpool's best part of play is through their wing play.
We were talking, we watched it together, and we did that TikTok live, and we were all saying like, even the Man United fans, we didn't actually understand the style of play that Ten Hag was playing. In terms of, bro, McTominay was a second striker.
Yeah, he was a second striker. Yeah.
But then
you had
you had Kobe Manu in the 8. And
eight-ish.
And then you had
Then you had Amrabat covering the flanks.
The reason why I agree with you when you said it was more us being rubbish and not finishing our chances than United being good is because yes, their game plan worked on paper. They shelled together. They just soaked in the pressure. But if you watch the game, bro, there were so many times where their defense got pressured. We were pressing them like crazy.
The first 10 minutes here, you literally saw when Onana had the ball,
bro.
Nunes and Salah were on the edge of the box, ready to wrap it.
They were panicking. It's just our decision making in the final third was horrible today, and it's been a common theme with low blocks for the last few games now, where we've needed wonder strikes to win us games. Fulham, Crystal Palace, and now today where we couldn't even score a goal.
No, but if you look at it from Manchester United's position, this is what they do. They frustrate teams. They play horrible football.
Yeah. But if you look at a bigger picture, like in terms of Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, we're seeing this happen a lot more for these 3 clubs in terms of having to get these late winners against these kind of teams because it's very hard to play against these kind of teams now. When they know how you're going to play, they're just set out to get the draw. Like, and we rely on last minute winners at this point.
No one's really coming to our home grounds now looking for 3 points. They look just to shell pressure and maybe one counter attack throughout the game.
I think tactically it's not as simple as let's have a resolute block and just. It was like we know Liverpool's best attributes are to play out wide, and they forced them to do that well. I thought Dalot had a really good game.
I still don't understand the red card. I'd be
sure. What the red? Okay, let's go on the red
card. Let's talk about the red card.
Did you get that on the initial foul was on?
No. There wasn't a foul.
It was on Anthony.
Yeah, it was on Salah.
It was on Salah.
So what happened? Salah and Dalot are running towards the byline. Salah's trying to get the ball. Dalot's trying to get the ball. The ball goes out of play, and rightly so, Dalot complains because it actually did go off Salah. Okay. Dalot complains to the ref. We don't know what he said to the ref. Fair enough, but he complains to the ref.
Swore at the ref.
Of course, he probably did. But he swore at the ref, but he was right because he swore at the ref for the ref making a wrong decision, which obviously massively impacts the game because we got a throw in their final third at that point in the last embers of the game. If we scored from that, we're looking at this whole controversy as something like completely different.
So that one was the yellow card.
No, that's the second yellow.
That was his second yellow.
So then where's the first yellow?
His first yellow was early in the game. It was rightly so. It was an actual yellow. But this one, he got a yellow just for going at the ref. And that was the second year he got sent off.
Nah, it's deserved.
How?
Because it is.
Regardless
of whether it's right or wrong. This is
didn't
what.
Look like he said anything to the ref. That's the issue.
He did, but he was complaining. He screamed it. I saw.
Yeah, you know what? Come on, bro. Like you gotta understand.
Bro, I understand. But I thought they've been implementing this rule for the whole of this season.
No, bro.
No.
What? So for my man screaming out, they're gonna be like, we'll give you the blind.
Yeah, you're right. You're completely right. By the rule books, that's the second yellow. He should be sent off. But I'm so fed up with that not treating the question.
Because the amount of times, I've seen a player complain to the 4th official when the decision doesn't go away. I've seen it with Arsenal all the time, with Zinchenko especially, and you can see them. They're angry. bro, you have to understand the moment in the game. Cool, you have to have some kind of logic. He hasn't gone up to the ref and he shouted from a distance, bro. And another one I want to talk about is also like the penalty incident, where I believe was a penalty. I don't know what everyone else thought.
It was, man, bro. It hit Luke Shaw's. Hit his foot. And then it bounced up. His arm was like around here, so it's not by his side. Bounces up to his arm,
and he traps it.
He traps the ball. He touches the ball, brings it down. If that doesn't touch his arm, he goes to Gakpo. It's an open goal to score. Yeah. That is a penalty. In my opinion, it's a penalty. I can see why they didn't give it, because it went from his foot to his arm, and his arm's sort of close to his body. So it's like, what can he really do? But at the end of the day, his arm isn't there. We score that goal.
No, it's true.
So it's frustrating.
No, but you want him to have one less limb, bro.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
The reason why is, but he made his body bigger than it's meant to be.
Bro, let me flip it for you, yeah? Let me flip it for you.
No, but the rule is because obviously it hit one part of his body first.
But let me flip it for you. So, let's flip it to offensively now. Let's say his hand is by his side. It touches his hand like it did Havertz the other day hits his hand and then he scores, but because it touched his hand he then scores. That's ruled out for handball. Why is the same principle not applied to defending now, where it touches his hand? If it doesn't touch his hand, we score.
But it's all about context, bro. Every single time, that's what it's about. It's as simple
annoying,
as that.
I thought it was a penalty.
Yeah, everyone we watched it, we've said it was a penalty besides the United fans.
I thought the best way to talk about it is like, do you want to change the rules? Because this is what they're implementing, whether it's the lock thing or the handball. Yeah. It's as simple as that.
Both they're just annoying rules. But honestly, at the end of the day, a penalty or not, we should be relying on the penalty.
I think Liverpool didn't do enough in that game to win it.
On paper, when we saw the lineup, the United lineup compared to our lineup today, on paper we should have beaten them worse than the 7-0 from last year. However, I do understand why it was really hard to break them down. Yeah, I mean, I told you already, since Klopp's been managing us, we've had a constant issue of breaking down low blocks. But today was, as much as it was Klopp's issue, I feel like we saw what he wanted implemented into the game with pressing them and make it.
It was too much, bro.
It was too much, but it was working. We saw the United players panicking. Onana kicked it out for throw-ins multiple times. I remember, I think it was Dalot at the start of the game. Or Amrabat, sorry, at the start of the game, he kicked it out. He almost kicked it out for a corner for us. Like bro. We had like 15 corners all game just because we were pressing them constantly. Yeah. So his game plan that he implemented on paper worked. It's just our actual players in the final third, they just weren't finding each other. Like you said, when we were popping shots, it looked like they were just mindless shots. So it looked like Onana was in goal, let's take a shot.
So are you disappointed with your team today?
I'm very disappointed in our team. Disappointed in your team? Yes, I am.
You thought you was going to smoke them?
I didn't. I told Adiza I thought it would be 2-1.
2-1,
yeah. 2-1.
I thought it was going to win 5-0, bro.
And honestly, when I saw Rashford come on, I actually got scared, but Rashford did nothing.
Nothing, bro.
All game.
Couple back passes and that.
Bro, he was non-existent. We were surprised he actually got subbed on. We forgot because it felt like there was one player less, but...
No, but they did that to their own detriment, though.
Yeah,
because who's he going to link up with, bro?
Yeah, and also, as much as we want to talk about highlight Nunes was horrible. Don't get me wrong, he had a couple chances today where I was screaming, bro. When Salah put him in, the first touch, great. Second touch, if his second touch is fine, we score a goal there. There was another time where he could have gotten a rebound off a Salah shot, but he's too busy calling at the ref. Yeah. He doesn't use his brain enough, but Højlund on the other hand as well.
I knew he was going to say Højlund, you know.
Non-existent today. And I feel like this guy gets too stuck in with physical battles.
He had a decent chance on the... I don't think so.
You know what it is? It makes sense for me because the centre-back partnership he came up against today was Van Dijk and Konate. Yeah. He's a very physical striker, right? As a physical striker, the centre-back partnership you probably don't want to come up against is either Saliba Gabriel or Van Dijk Konate. Those are like the titans in the league where like, even no matter how big you are, it's going to be a long day for you. We saw it with Lukaku a couple of seasons ago as well. Fair enough, he had a bad game, but like I feel like he's not freeing up enough space for himself.
It's not as simple as that though.
I feel like
in a game like today, you cannot judge Højlund for how he played.
Because he had no one to really feed him either. And we saw the one time he did get fed, the angle was very narrow.
You know, I feel like if Bruno started today, you would have won.
I think so too, they would have played a different game.
Because you saw McTominay was from what I saw when they did attack, McTominay would help out in the final third, didn't it?
Yeah.
But every time they defended, compared to Liverpool where it would be, bro, why do you play so offensive? Like when you defend, it's literally 4-3-3. most teams would have defended this 4-5-1.
Yeah.
And McTominay, he would help out and create an almost box in midfield. And that's
I mean, our
literally what it is.
midfield felt kind of non-existent today. I mean, Szoboszlai had a horrendous game. He got hooked, and rightfully so. It was bad.
You just felt like a passenger on the right hand side.
Yeah, and every time he tried to link up play, it didn't seem like he was really on Salah's wavelength.
That's what I felt.
It felt like he was one step behind every time.
Because when you saw Salah, Trent, and then Szoboszlai, I felt he was the worst. I thought it was the worst
He
one.
was.
That's why I thought Harvey Elliott would have provided a different
I think
dynamic.
Salah had an okay game. I think Trent had a really good game. Besides the one spot with Anthony, obviously, when Anthony done him, I think for the rest of the game, Trent was incredible.
And if that long shot at the end went in,
then we're talking about it differently.
Would have been right.
And it was really close as well.
It
He
was
opened up his body
close.
really
It was
nicely
close.
for
It was
that.
close.
So yeah, honestly, you're right. If that
Yeah.
goes in, we talk about it like a different game. But it is what it is at the end of the day. This dampens, in my opinion.
1 point gain, 2 point loss.
2 point loss. 2 point loss, 100%. We should have won the game. On paper, we win the game. On stats wise, we won the game. Everything says we should have won the game besides the actual result.
Funny enough, though, I thought it's a good draw for Manchester United.
Of course it is.
It proves because now, regardless of whether people that say it's a style of play or whatever, we've seen Manchester United play like this is like fossil football. Which we're seeing right here.
And you know what? Just to close it off, one last thing. It is getting a bit worrying because we played 4 of the top 6 sides, big 6 sides right now. We drew against you first game of the season.
Yeah.
That's fine. Fair enough. I'll write that off because first game of the season.
Yeah.
We drew against City at the Etihad. Actually, you know what? Fair enough. I'll take that too. Spurs and United are 2 games we should be winning. Spurs.
You haven't won against the Big Six at all.
No,
You haven't.
not a single game we won against the Big 6 this season. And then we've got Arsenal coming up next week. We're going to talk about that later, but I'm worried.